Welcome back to the channel. Today you are going to change the way you learn English. You will not study boring grammar rules today. Instead, you will listen to a powerful story about a man who changed his entire life in just 21 days using one simple morning habit. Listen very closely to his secret. To get the maximum benefit from this video, we will use the shadowing technique. First, listen to the story and understand the message. Second, listen again. Pause the video after each sentence and speak the words out loud. This trains your brain to think in English automatically. Are you ready to transform your mind and your English? Let us begin. The first step. Thomas felt completely stuck. Every morning, he woke up at 7:30 a.m., felt tired, and looked at his phone for 1 hour. His life was the same every single day, and his dream of speaking fluent English felt impossible. He always told himself, "I will start tomorrow." But tomorrow never came, and he felt like a failure. One rainy evening, Thomas met his old friend, Sarah. Sarah looked different. She looked bright, happy, and spoke English with incredible confidence. Thomas asked her, "What is your secret? How did you change your life so fast?" Sarah smiled and wrote 5 words on a small piece of paper. She gave it to Thomas and whispered, "Open this at exactly 5 a.m. tomorrow, but only if you are truly ready to change." The 5 a.m. challenge. That night, Thomas could not sleep. He set his alarm clock for 5 a.m., a time he never saw unless he was awake late. Ring! Ring! The alarm was loud and sharp in the dark room. Thomas wanted to hit the snooze button and go back to sleep. His bed was warm and the room was very cold. But he remembered Sarah's face. He turned on the lamp, took the small piece of paper from his desk and opened it. The paper had a simple message. Write your future self a letter in English right now. Thomas was confused. His English was not perfect and he made many mistakes. However, he took a clean notebook and a blue pen. He wrote the date at the top. October 1st. He wrote his first sentence. "I want to be free." The routine begins. On the second day, the alarm rang again at 5 a.m. Thomas wanted to quit, but he forced his feet onto the cold floor. He sat at his desk and wrote for 15 minutes. He wrote about his simple breakfast, his quiet walk to work, and his big dreams. By the 7th day, a strange thing happened. Thomas did not feel tired at 5 a.m. anymore. The world was completely silent at this hour. There were no messages on his phone, no emails, and no noise outside. He realized this was his special time. It was his time to grow. He started reading his old English letters out loud. He noticed his voice became stronger and clearer every morning. The turning point. On the 14th day, Thomas faced a major problem. He sat at his desk, but his mind was completely blank. He could not remember simple English words and he felt frustrated. "I'm not getting better," he thought, feeling a familiar sadness. He wanted to close the notebook and give up his new habit. Suddenly he turned the page back to day 1. He read his very first sentence. "I want to be free." He looked at the pages from day 2, day 5 and day 10. He saw all the new vocabulary words he learned. He realized progress is not a straight line. Progress is showing up even when you want to quit. Thomas smiled, picked up his pen and wrote, "Today is difficult, but I am stronger than my excuses." The 21st day finally. The 21st morning arrived. The sun was just beginning to rise, painting the sky in beautiful colors of orange and pink. Thomas sat at his desk and finished the final page of his notebook. He wrote a full page in English without stopping once to look at a dictionary. He did not translate the words from his native language in his head anymore. The English words just flowed naturally from his mind to his pen. He looked in the mirror and spoke his thoughts out loud in English. He sounded confident, relaxed, and fluent. The 5 a.m. habit did not just teach him a new language. It taught him that he could control his own destiny. The secret reveal. That afternoon, Thomas met Sarah at a small coffee shop. He looked at her and spoke completely in English. "Thank you, Sarah. The paper changed everything for me," Thomas said with a wide smile. Sarah laughed softly and said, "Thomas, look closely at the paper I gave you again." Thomas pulled the small folded paper from his pocket and opened it under the bright light. He turned the paper over and saw a second line of text that he had missed on the first day. It read, "The power was not in the paper. The power was always inside you." Thomas changed his life because he chose to take action every single morning. You can do the exact same thing starting right now. Do not let this be another video you just watch and forget. I want you to rewind this video to the beginning of the story. Play it again, but this time use the shadowing technique. Pause after every sentence I speak. Repeat the words aloud. Match my tone, my pace, and my pronunciation. Spend 15 minutes doing this today. Build your routine, find your flow, and transform your English. If you are ready to take the 21-day challenge, comment "I am ready" below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to 24/7 English Flow for more motivation. See you in the next lesson.